You might want to tell the online people that are online that we're being
My dear friend, whoever is online, I would just like inform you that, of course, the lunch is very exhaustive procedure, and unfortunately, a lot of our members are still having the lunch, which means we are slowly getting people together, but we will start hopefully in a few minutes. There is a thing which I think is actually kind of like reasonable in the sense that we would swap the election and the discussion about the program, because the discussion about the problem can actually take quite a lot of time, and we need to process the election administratively so that we have a new board which is actually able to do stuff. So for that reason, to have it sure that actually we do it, the idea would be to kind of like rearrange it for the agenda.
Okay. But I'm still sharing.
Sorry?
I'm still sharing the meeting.
I think I should open, but yeah, I can do.
good further.
Yeah.
We must go after 1 hour, okay?
You have to leave.
Yes, we must.
But will you be here tomorrow for the visit of the parliament?
We must back to parliament.
I see.
And it will be quorum or no.
We will manage even if you leave. So far so good. Right?
Yeah.
But I wanted to have a talk with you. That's unfortunate.
Yes, it should be great also to talk with you, for my part, about the international level.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, we can.
Somebody please sing a song.
This is
No, don't touch. We will ask someone. Don't touch that, please. I will ask the guy. Come back. And
okay. Only for that reason. voting rights are not in favor.
Maybe it's an idea to have the special interpretation from because all the. So just put it here straight.
We are going to start in a few minutes. If you can just take place in the room, please.
For everybody who's coming here,
What is the problem?
because everybody sits, so they don't know how to manage the stand.
Le micro est tout le temps en descente. Mais là, il va pas bouger, là, on ne le bouge pas, hein, c'est tout. You can just not move it and just you can.
Yeah, but every time somebody comes.
And somebody does that, but every time somebody comes and put the micro off, so it's the people. It's not we can't ask him.
I will take care of this, okay?
We will take care.
By putting it straight.
No worry, I will.
No,
I will
I don't think it will help.
down, che tutti più sticchiano. Arrivano qui a bassa, alza, bassa, si sente il cazzo. Just rephrase in Italian.
Yes, I rephrase in French also.
I'm using some, unpolite words.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Alors, vous voulez parler français? Ah, ok. So, next time maybe.
Meeting.
Please take a chair in the train for the next council meeting, please.
Well. They are eating in the closed room here. Oh, Nicolas is there, Alexandre.
So, I guess we have most of the members on the side.
They are coming. They are coming slowly, but they are coming.
My dear colleagues, I hope you can hear me and see me. I would slowly ask you to actually take the seats and stop talking, or if you are talking, please move outside of the room, which also applies for the MEPs that would suddenly talk here.
I can also scream if you want. Is it possible, please, to stop talking and go outside for talking, please? Thank you. Well,
That was very good. No, I'm absolutely fine. I mean, like, sometimes you need a vice chair to actually
with a loud voice.
enforce the authority of the.
Sometimes you need the international president, you know.
Yeah, you are actually the international president.
Yeah. It will be great. I will assist to all the meeting, I think, of the PPU, if you don't mind.
That will be great. I think you are technically considered to be observer member of the PPEU. I think we have managed to have both of the organization being observer member of each other, which means you are, as the president of the PPEU, you are entitled to speak here like as a normal member.
Okay, great. So I will be there if it is not in the same time, you know.
Yeah. Icelandic delegate join. Okay. Good. So thank you very much for gathering here and getting ready. Also almost on time. It's academic quarter. There is a suggestion because what we need to do is we need to elect the new board, as the previous one is actually at the end of its mandate. We need to do it for administrative purpose, so there is a statutory representing the organization who is like able to do this stuff. And we have all these elections scheduled after the debating point regarding the election program. So the idea was that we will change the agenda and start with the election of the new board, finish it, and then we are effectively free to have like an open discussion regarding the Common European Election Program, even if it would take longer. So my idea, to phrase it in the former words, would be to postpone the point of the agenda number 6 after the point number 7. So, are there any objections against this procedural motion? Yes, we should maybe check the delegates. Okay, so first of all, let's check whether we have all the delegates present. So we start again. Like I will probably check also those who are not official or who have not acknowledged to participate. So Pirate Party of Austria, as expected, not here. Czech Pirate Party, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece. Surprisingly, not here. Iceland.
Yes.
Great. Pirates.io. Luxembourg. Netherlands. Norway. As expected, not here. Poland. Still yes. Great. Catalonia. Not here. Spain. Not here. Sweden. Switzerland. As expected, not here. Slovenia. Great. Slovakia. As expected, not here. Young Pirates. MEPs. Okay.
Not yet.
Of presence. Great. Okay, then we are here all as expected. And again, the same question. Yeah. The idea is to postpone the point of the agenda number 6, which is regarding the Common European Election Program and post-electoral strategy, after the point 7, which are the elections of the board, code of conduct council, and lay auditors. So I would like to approve it by acknowledgement. Yeah. Bastian, please.
Yes, just a warning. You can do that if every candidates are attending now. Otherwise, it could be unfair to the candidates who are not knowing about this procedural motion and then they are late. So please ensure that every candidate is available. Thank you.
We have the list of candidates, that's for sure. But the problem that I see here, I think some of the candidates were not participating at all. Correct me if I'm wrong, but some of them have not even replied to nomination emails. So I'm honestly not sure whether we can verify that. That's a pity, because sometimes it happens in PPEU that people do not reply to questions even repeatedly, which is unfortunate. But then at some point of time, you need to say, we can't wait anymore. And in that point of time, you need to proceed. I don't think so. But certainly it's not up to me, it's up to the chair that will be chairing at that point of time, because I'm not going to chair when there is the election. Yeah. No, that's all.
I'm not trying to call it, but why the presence of the candidates is needed if there are no candidates?
Some of them are the
Yeah, so Martin, micro.
So involve the involved. That's it.
Okay, that sounds as a recommendation how to proceed. So I would like to ask the candidates, just for the sake of fastness, whether we can solve it without the vote. Is anyone against the procedural motion to actually change the order of points on the agenda? Because if it's not the case, I would declare the points of the agenda to be reordered. Then, hence, we now continue with the elections and elections of the board, and therefore I am transferring the word to the chairing to Flori.
Thank you. I will not run for the board, so I decline my nomination. Thank you for my nomination. Do we have the list somewhere, because I don't find it? Yes. And the budget? Oh yes, I will take it back. Don't you have the list? So how do I have to proceed? I have to name every people and to ask them if they've accepted.
Well, you should first start probably with the election of the chairperson, then go
Okay.
to vice chairperson, and the treasurers and to the board members.
And there is no nomination possible.
The nominations are only additional nominations are only possible in the case that you are not able to elect the respective positions.
Okay. So we will start by the election of the chairperson of the board of the PPEU. There is only one candidature and one nomination from PPFR, PPDU, and PPCZ. It is Mikolas Pekska. Do you want to introduce yourself?
You can set a time limit for me.
Okay. 1 minute.
As you prefer.
I propose 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes.
I think it's a good setup for the candidates. They should have everything.
Should someone can take the chrono? Yeah? Okay. 2 minutes, please.
So I will use the opportunity. First of all, thank you very much for all the support so far for the European Pirate Party and also for me personally. And I do happily accept the nomination. Speaking about myself, I started in the cooperation between the Czech and German Pirate Party in some 10 years ago, being effectively member of both of the parties. Originally, I studied physics partially in Germany, so that was the way how I become somehow traveling here and there. Since that, I was member of more of the boards since 2015, if I'm not mistaken, seeing the organization from within. I mean, there are certainly many things I'm not proud of about this, how this organization works, and we have seen that regarding the disputes we had today morning. But I'm pretty sure that actually a lot of things have improved. By means 2014, there were like a couple of people discussing the Common European Election Program. Now we have a big room of people who are actually working on the issue and trying to deliver. There is certainly a lot of stuff I would like to further move forward. For example, the second chamber we have discussed multiple times in the council meetings. Still was not yet happening. It's something I have still in mind that it should be like finalized. Unfortunately, so far we have not managed, and I would still like to continue in this process, and I would still like to deliver on that despite we had all this problem. I know there were multiple occasions when people were having conflicts within the PPEU, and I was not really happy about that. I'm not really happy about like being nasty to anybody. It's not like my favorite behavior feature. Still, if it is needed for the sake of like enforcing the order or enforcing organization, I would do it, but I'm certainly not happy about that. And I see it a bit as a deficit we need to accomplish for future, result for future, to actually have better solutions for resolving the conflicts and making the place safe. So that's the idea how to proceed. And sorry for like overlapping the time.
Thank you, Mikolas. If someone want to ask something to Nicolas, please raise the hand. If there is no hand raised, we can vote for Nicolas' election. What? There is a what? I don't understand. There is no other. I don't. Okay. So voting for Nicolas Pexa. I'm Pexa as a chair of the PPU again. So PPCZ, please check. Estonia. Check 6 votes yes. 6 votes yes. Estonia. 1 vote yes. Finland. 1 vote yes. France. 1 vote yes. German. 2 votes yes. Pirati.io. 1 vote yes. Luxembourg. 2 votes yes. Netherlands. 1 vote yes. Poland. 1 vote yes. Swedish. 1 vote yes. Slovenian. 1 vote yes. Young Parrots. 2 votes yes. And MEPs.
Yes.
2 votes yes. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, and I hope I will deliver on your support.
Let's continue with the vice chair. I will continue. As vice chairperson, we have several nominations. First, we have Alessandro Ciofini, who declined. Do you want to say some words about that?
Yes. Is it work? Yeah. Yes. Thank you very much. I just decided this morning to decline the nomination for the vice chair position. I do thank all the pirates that support this candidate, because I personally think that I could be useful for the organization in other position. Thank you.
Thank you, Alessandro, and thank you for your mandate as a vice chair this year.
Thank you, Chair.
Another person was Anne Herpertz, who was nominated for being vice chair also. She declines, but you want to say some word? Okay. So Anne thanked the French people. Cédric Levieux, who accepted. Do you want to introduce yourself? You have 2 minutes.
Yes, I try to be quick. So I'm Cédric from France. I'm a previous PPU board member. I also worked into the PPI. I'm a spokesperson in France. I'm involved in a lot of things. And I need to, in some way, apologize to a lot of people to be a bit rude in the meetings and so on, because there are something that, yes, Nicolas said that we have some arguments and so on because of things. You see them this morning. And normally, the next year can be more calm. And if you accept me in the PPU board, I think that will be better and better. So accept me as I am, and it will be the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Cédric. Marco has a question. Cédric, can you stay here?
Didn't expect that.
Marco, you can also go here. Yeah.
Okay, my question is this.
My question is this. I saw that you are a candidate for both vice chair position and as a board member, but I see that you accepted only the vice chair. So how about your position? I mean, did you accept or decline board member in case you don't get elected, let's say, as like chair?
I will accept.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any other question for Cédric? Okay. Thank you, Cédric. Let's see. There was a nomination. I don't remember.
You are the next one.
I'm the next one. Okay. So I am the next one. So Florie, I declined the nomination, and my few words is that I am already the chair of the International Pirate Party now, and I can't be boss of them. So thank you for the nomination to the German Pirate Party, and thank you for the nomination for the French Pirate Party. I already thanked them. Thank you. The next one is Jan Maresh. Declined. Does he want to say something? He's not here. Okay.
Yes.
Unsa,
Yeah.
ask for the. Yes, you can. Unsa, please. Oh, we have. Wait, we have.
Well, I'm actually Jan Maresh, so that's I just using a different nickname.
Okay.
So I'm supposed. Okay, so sorry, I'm a little bit sick, so it's going to be very short. So I thank both the parties for the nomination. I happily accept the nomination for the board member, but not for the vice chair. So I don't know, should I have a speech for the board member or just later?
You will.
Okay, so that's all.
Thank you. If you want to applause him. Okay. The next one who accepted the nomination is Veronica. Please, Veronica, go ahead.
Hello. So I will just shortly introduce myself. I'm Veronica. I am currently working for an environmental NGO. I used to work for the Czech Pirate Party as well for several years with different groups of people, of volunteers mostly. So that's the experience I would like to bring to this board, mainly to bring the European Pirate Party through the European elections to be successful, and also to raise as much support from the members as possible on the ground, as well as online. Thank you. I think that's all.
Thank you, Veronica. The last but not the least nominated is. Sorry, I have someone got a question for Veronica. Is there any question? I see no hand raised. Okay, thank you, Veronica. Then the last, Petr Kokurek. Kokurek? Kokurek. Oh, we're not.
Don't worry, we don't pronounce
Okay,
French.
Petr.
Hi, everybody. The last.
Petit chat.
Hold on.
Petit chat is small cat. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry.
No, it's all fine. So, as last and the least, I will decline both the nomination for the board as well as for the vice chair. I am happy with all the candidates that are there. I think they're doing a great job. I got a full trust in them, and I'd like to focus on other positions in the PPU. So, good luck for everybody. Thanks.
Thank you. So we have two nominated people for the vice chair, and the two is Cédric and Veronica. We are going to elect this place. We are going to vote. We are voting for the two people differently. So we have to vote first for Cédric and then for Veronica. It's the way. I don't. I remember.
That's valid procedure, I guess. Should there be more candidates, the highest number prevail, but this is not a possible scenario. In this case, we will need to vote subsequently.
Okay.
I guess.
There is a question, remark. Okay.
Or you may like run the both votes at the same time.
You can vote for both at the same time. You can make some gesture. I don't understand them.
It's also valid procedure.
Okay. Okay. I would choose mine. Then first we are voting for Cédric Levieux. The Czech Party first, yes? Yes, I see that. I just waiting that the minutes are written. Are you okay for the minutes? Okay. So, Czech, Estonia, no, Czech, 6 votes, yes. Estonia, 1 vote, yes. Finland, 1 vote, yes. France. Yes, 1 vote, yes. German, 2 votes, yes. Pirati, Tokyo, 1 vote, yes. Luxembourg, 2 votes, yes. Netherlands, 1 vote, yes. Poland, 1 vote, yes. Swedish, 1 vote, yes. Slovenian, 1 vote, yes. Young Parrots, 2 votes, yes. And MEPs, 2 votes, yes. Thank you. So Cedric is elected with all the votes. I don't know if we have to ask some speeches or
Maybe just to
after. Okay. Okay. So for Veronica, we are casting the votes. Yeah, I know. I'm just waiting. They keep talking, so it's okay. We can vote for Veronica. You're the first, so okay. 6 votes, yes. Thank you. Estonia, 1 vote, yes. Finland, 1 vote, yes. France, 1 vote, yes. German, 2 votes, yes. Pirati, Tokyo, 1 vote, yes. Luxembourg, 2 votes, yes. Netherlands, 1 vote, yes. Poland, 1 vote, yes. Swedish, 1 vote, yes. Slovenian, 1 vote, yes. Young Parrots, 2 votes, yes. And MEPs, 2 votes, yes. Thank you. So Veronica is elected as the vice chair. So, congratulations. And now some speeches. If you want to speak now for your elected place. No, you don't? Okay, Cedric will speak.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Cedric. Okay, thank you from Veronica also. So next we have two candidates for two nominated people for the treasurer place. Alessandro Ciofini, nominated from the PPFR. Have you something to say? Yeah, please.
Thank you. Just way less than 2 minutes, I hope. I'm very grateful for the French pirate that nominates me, and also I'm very happy to be here with you all. As Mikolas said, the current board didn't fulfill all the duties, but at least we did the great stuff. This is as I told to a couple of you today. Meeting all together once a year is great. Meeting twice is even better. And I only want to point out one little thing, two actually. The first is decision. I'm just yesterday I was in the middle of this book, The Art of Taking Action. I don't know if you know it. If you don't, read it. It's very short. And I was just in the middle, and the page is inaction. And the subtitle is deciding is not doing. So every time I see that the council orders to the board or the council, this is not going to work, right? If I can decide everything, but nothing will be done until we really do it. So let's concentrate in this board to do things. Sorry.
Can you?
And the second and last thing is no matter if I will be nominated treasurer or Florian will, I will work with Florian anyway, both cases. Thank you.
Thank you, Alessandro. Someone has some question for Alessandro? Yes, Marcel. There are two candidates, but the second declined, so you can ask now. Yeah.
So my understanding is that it seems to be a little problem that it's difficult to get the fees from the membership fee from the member parties. If you get elected as a treasurer, what are your thoughts about how the PPEU can be more successful in collecting these fees? Because apparently it also blocks the council from acting. So what are your methods?
Thank you, Marcel. This is a good point. Actually, as many of you, not all of you, but many of you may remember, I was elected treasurer in Milan 4 years ago, I guess. And in 2022, if you go to the wiki and check, we have 14 membership fees paid and 4 unpaid. That was, I wouldn't say a great success, but still success, a little success, right? And so I already did in the past. I think that I can handle this also right now in the same way, just ping them one by one. But the more important thing is that I've already spoke with Florian, and it would be great that if we really take care of what is in the status, that we will never actually did before. We never did before. So instead of, let's say, leave the treasurer alone, working alone, create like I don't know, a team or a treasurer team or that involves everyone, because what is missing here is communication between parties, right? I guess every one of your party has a treasurer or acting like a treasurer, right? Because you have to handle finances. So we have to do it together, and we will. Thank you.
Thank you, Alessandro. Is there any other questions? No. So there is what?
It's a tool for treasurer.
Florian Roussel was also nominated. Do you want to say something? Yeah. He declines, just for information.
Yeah, so I effectively declined the nomination. The French party nominated both of us. We have been working for the past weeks together, and I have full faith in, even if he's a boomer, in my colleague here.
Yeah. He didn't mention it. Technically, I'm not, because I'm 52 years old. So technically, I'm not. But he's a Zoomer. That's 100%.
Yeah, that's a fact. So yeah, we've worked together. We're on the same page, and what we aim to create, even if I'm not in the treasurer position, is transparency and communication for sure. One thing I would add to answer to you, Marcel, is that there is roadblocks, in my sense, in the statutes that incentivize parties in not being very faithful on how they pay their fees. But it's not a big deal. We have already made a big step today in waiving past fees. So this is hopefully a conversation which will get going and we will get things resolved. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Florian. So if we don't have any other question, we can just proceed to the vote of the only candidate for treasurer. First, check party. Oh, I'm sorry. Please, Ma.
Can I ask you, what are you going to do with the legacy that you're receiving?
Yes, this is also another good point. Thank you, Mark, for pointing out. So first of all, we have to do as quickly as we can. We have to just accord bank movements account with invoices and all the, so money in, money out, basically, right? And then we have to prepare altogether a budget for the next budget for 2022 for this year, actually, for the next incoming council meeting online in June, because this is a priority. Also, the main issue here, as I pointed out this morning, is that a treasurer is not a treasurer if you cannot spend money, of course, on behalf on the organization. This means that the priority number one for the treasurer in PPEU should be able to tackle all this legal stuff and moving bank account accordingly, right? So if we say that we have this money reserved for this, we should be able to pay and acting, really acting, and not just deciding and do nothing. That's why we have this amount of money there, and we never use it, basically, right? So that's, I don't know if I answer your question. No, if I don't, you can ask me more. Yeah, the problem right now is that, for instance, you see the movement in the bank account, right? And you don't have a full let's say, for instance, for every money that came out, you should have an invoice. You receive an invoice, you say, okay, this is for, I don't know, servers, right? It's approved by the budget, so it's an approved expenses, and then you pay it. So you see invoice, published, money out. Then you have something that come in, right? For what? A donation, and a membership fee, right? Also, one important thing is that we need to know that all members got an invoice for the fees, right? So this is the first invoice to this. Paid, no, because you don't see any income movement in the bank account, right? And this is what transparency is. But it's not only the main problem, right? The problem also is that you have to be able to act to the bank account. Otherwise, you're stuck there and you cannot move forward. Okay.
Thank you, Alessandro. Is there any other question? So we can vote. We can vote, see? It's okay. Check per party, please. 6 votes, yes. Estonia. Okay. I will call it later. So Finland, 1 vote yes. France, 1 vote yes. German, 2 votes yes. Pirati, 1 vote yes. Luxembourg, 2 votes yes. Netherlands, 1 vote yes. Poland, he left. Yes, they have to go for the train. Oh, Estonia, 1 vote yes. Netherlands, sorry, Poland has to leave. Sweden, 1 vote yes. Slovenian, 1 vote yes. Young Parrots, 2 votes yes, thank you. MEPs? 2 votes yes, thank you. So Alessandro is elected with all the voices. Congratulations. You want to say something?
Merci.
Then we are electing the member of the board. We have several candidatures, several nominations, sorry. The first one is Elizabeth Olaf. I won't pronounce this name because I will not pronounce it well. Olafsdottir?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm in Iceland. Hello. Yes, I am a member of the Icelandic Pirate Party, and I've just been like a lobbyist until now, and this is kind of intriguing and awesome, and I really want to be a part of it. Also, is it against the rules? Like if there are only 2 candidates for 2 positions, do we need a vote? Aren't they self-voted? Because the minute maker is talking about that we have not enough time. So it seems like every other position that has been elected on were like self-elected. So I'm just wondering, is this against the rules to self-elect them? And thank you. Bye-bye.
We should still check whether she received more than majority of the votes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's theoretical scenario that someone would not receive more than 50% vote, but I think it's possible to check, and I think it's reasonable to check whether everybody has high support.
Okay.
Yes, precisely.
Okay, so I have to...
We procedurally have to pass through the votes.
Okay.
So
you should probably call the next candidate.
Okay, thank you. So,
refresh your screen.
Oh yeah, Alessandro is elected as a treasurer, so he's no more candidate. Anne Perst has declined the nomination, so... So Anne declined. Thank you, Anne. Cédric Levieux has already been elected as a vice chair. Florian, there is a mistake. Florian Roussel, do you want to, you didn't decline, you accept the nomination. You want to make a little speech, yes? 2 minutes.
So, hello again. It will be brief. I'm looking forward to cooperating with Alessandro, getting things back on track, and hopefully giving everything I've got to get us through the elections. I think we have to come up with a certain campaigning program and coordinate with each member party. So I think it's the short-term objective, and in the long term, maybe we can just drop it here, but there may be a need for a status change in order to get more involvement from every members, not only the council meeting, but yeah, every individual inside the Pirate Movement Party. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Florian. Then the next nominated people is Jérôme Nort, but he's in another meeting. We will call him. He declined. Yes. Yes. He would have say something maybe. Yeah. Yeah, please, Florian. The other one is Vincent Dourou. Vincent, do you want to talk? He declines the proposition nomination, so no. Okay. The other one is Jan Mares. I'm sorry. Do you want to speak? Onza?
Okay. So I accept the nomination for the board member, as I said previously, and hopefully, hopefully, in the next board we can have, let's say, less personal animosity and more striving towards the common goals. That being especially the Common European Program, which I'm also working on, and also the expansion of the PPEU, so that we finally get some European money.
Thank you, Onza. Thank you. Okay. I don't have any sound, I think. It's okay? Okay. Then we have Veronica. She has been elected. Petra has declined the nomination. Petra? You decline? You don't want to say anything? Okay. Yes, okay. Yasmin Feratovic. Sorry. Yasmin Feratovic has declined the nomination. Do he wants to speak? I don't know if he's here. He is not here. Okay. Mia Utz has accepted the nomination, has been nominated as a board member. You want to speak, Maya? Yes? Mia? Do you want to speak? Yes? We're waiting for you. Okay. Yeah?
This is the 12th. I've been in the 10th.
Microphone, please.
Yeah, right. All right.
Yeah.
That was my suggestion.
Hello. No, I'm Mia. I've already been in the 10th sport, I guess, if that's right. Mikuláš?
I'm not sure about the numbers.
Okay.
But you were there.
Me neither. And I'm quite well known because I was in all the founding process of the European Pirate Party, and I'm still here. And well, I'm now I'm in the Berlin board. I'm from Berlin of the Pirate Party, and I'm one of the 2 German awareness pirates, which is a hard job, really. And I just thought I might be doing something more, I don't know, funny, yeah, and be in the board again of the European Pirate Party. I would really love to work there. And I was already thinking that I might maybe work on the second chamber, because I'm the one who has the most questions about it, and I'm really interested in that issue. Okay? So, thank you.
Thank you, Mia. Someone has some question for Mia? No question. Thank you, Mia. Then we have another nomination, Markus Baranov, that has declined the nomination. So he's not here. If you want, but here on the micro.
Okay, just a few words. He said, very big thanks for being nominated. He was vice chair some years ago. I don't know how many years ago. And yeah, but he has too much other stuff to do, but he's very happy for being nominated. But yeah, declined. That's all.
Thank you, Annie. Okay, then we have Petra Kovacic. Kovacic? Okay.
Maybe I will try. I will succeed.
So hi, for those of you who haven't met me yet, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm Petra Kovacic, Slovenian pirate. I haven't been a member of a pirate party for a very long time. I joined in October 2021, but I was elected vice chair a year after. So it's been a wild year for us. And I've also been very internationally active since I joined the party, and I want to continue to do so as a board member. And I also have a suggestion, since we have such a huge issue with the membership fees. I can appoint myself as a membership fee collector or pressurer, because as much as I don't like public speeches, but I do like to annoy people. Thank you.
Thank you, Petra.
My sharp teeth? I can legally carry weapons, just to warn you.
Okay. Then we have, thank you, Petra. 3, 4, 5. How many places we have in the board? Okay, so we have 5 nominations. We have 5 persons who have accepted the nomination, and we have 5 places. So I don't think we can accept the nomination after the time. No, we can't.
We should first proceed to the vote.
Okay.
Only
Okay.
if some of the people will not receive more than 50%.
Yeah. Yes. It's in this case. So we are proceeding to the vote, member by member. Yes.
Maybe it would be better to go somehow like together.
Okay.
Because
I can
there
ask.
could be like tactical voting for theoretically. There could be tactical voting by people reacting on each other. So maybe it's better to kind of like process all at the same time.
So I asked for each party several candidates.
I will ask several candidates for each party.
Okay, so I ask to check in, and then I take all the name and I ask
I
for.
hope it's a fair procedure.
Okay.
But we might also go for secret vote.
Oh.
It would take more time, so I would maybe go for public vote, but
I
maybe you
can
should
ask. Yes.
If someone requests secret vote, then it should.
Yeah. Okay. Someone wants to have a secret vote for these places. No. If someone wants, it is the moment to say that. Okay. Then I propose to vote for all the candidates at the same time. Okay. It is possible? No, I will take it.
It's possible to vote just for one or 3 candidates, not for all of them on block. Still, there should be an option to pick. I don't think it happens. It should be optional.
So I ask 3 of them, and then I ask 2 of them.
You ask a party which candidates they will support and how many votes.
Okay.
I think that's a quite a fair procedure.
Okay. So check. You support all the candidates? Okay. Is it possible in the minutes to have the name of the candidates? It will be easier because I have to switch between the 2 pages. Estonia. So check 6 votes yes on all the candidates. Estonia. Okay. Estonia will vote everyone 1 vote. Finland. Yes for everyone 1 vote. France.
Just say France.
You're annoying. you just have to pick the candidates you want to vote for. So I will tell you the name. Ready? Elisabeth. 4. Yes. Florian. Oh. Yes. Okay. Mia. No. Jan. Yes. Petra. Okay. German. Thank you. So yes for everyone. Pirati. Yes for everyone. Luxembourg. Yes for everyone. Netherlands. Yes for everyone. Poland have less. Poland is gone. So yeah. Sweden. Yes for everyone. Slovenian. Yes for everyone. And Young Parrots. 2 votes for everyone. MEPs. 2 votes for everyone. So everyone seems to be elected. Congratulations. Then we have a board. Someone want to speak about this election? Petra? Okay.
I would have maybe a practical technical information for those board members who were elected and are physically present in Strasbourg. I would like to invite you. We have sketched a small room to have a, let's say, informal talk for the beginning of the mandate. So please, after the meeting ends at 5 o'clock, let's meet together and we will move there. It's in the hotel close by. We will start at 5:30 and we will try to connect the people who are not physically present here remotely. We need to exchange some basic information and decide on how to proceed with the work.
Yeah. Next, we have to vote for the Code of Conduct Council. And I don't have the nomination. There is nomination. Oh, thank you. So we have one nomination before the deadline. It is Vincent Duroux. We have how many chair? We have only place. We have 3 places. Okay, so Vincent, you want to talk?
I will be happy to take care of shitty things inside. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Vincent. Okay, and then we have 3 places for just one nominated. So do we proceed to the election of this person before?
Say that you have to ask the assembly whether they allow the late nominations.
Okay, so I can allow the late nomination now? No?
The assembly shall allow.
Okay. Do you want to allow the nomination of late nomination for the Code of Conduct Council? Because we have 3 late nominations, we received 3 late nominations. So if nobody objects, or if you want to, if it's okay for you, we can just look on the 3 other names somewhere. Petra. I will not say the name. Kocourek. Kocourek. Yeah. Okay.
You made it.
Okay. I will just.
Thanks for allowing me. Sorry for the delayed nomination. There was just a discussion that was a slight delay on that. So thanks a lot. I was part of the previous board, so I know pretty closely about what the issues were there. I'm hoping to help improving the communications, provide a space for discussions, not only just resolving ethical questions, but also giving more of a space and maybe facilitate the general communication and also help the board deal with the actual issues. And we would enjoy the shitty issues, as was said. Thanks.
Thank you, Pet. Seira Sadlo.
Yes, well, thank you. I've been, the previous COCC member, and we couldn't do our job because we are running out of time. So we want to pursue, but you have to vote. Okay.
Thank you, Sarah. And then Marco. As you said, yes. Confaronieri.
Exact. So yeah, I was too a member of the COCC, and yeah, I think we have things to do and to proceed to make the European Pirate Party a place which is safe for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Marco. Then let's vote. We have 4 people for.
I think the only fair procedure under this condition is to send the votes via MetroMost, so that we first record them and then publish them, so that the people cannot use technical advantage of knowing others' votes. I mean, like we did it in the past, and it's a bit slower, but it is the fair procedure how to do that, so that people cannot like.
So it's a hidden vote. Okay.
Yeah, it has to be hidden. So I think the proper solution would be under the circumstances to really ask them to send on MetroMost to some scrutinizer the votes.
So the new chair of the board proposed to vote on MetroMost for the election of the COCC Council. So all the delegates are invited to send to me or to you, maybe me, it's better, to send to me their votes for all the people that are named here, that has been nominated here. Marco, Seira, I'm sorry, Petra, et Vincent. Vincent, it's okay. I can say that. Yes. I didn't ask even if you have question. Yes, please. The statutes don't allow for secret vote on anything.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but the way how I read the statutes, Article 17, paragraph 7, that the council may decide on additional rounds of voting and the admission of new candidates if a position could not be filled. It speaks about additional rounds, which means that first, in my understanding of the statute, we need to vote on the candidates who were able to send or who sent the candidacy within the deadline, and then we vote on the 2 remaining seats in the additional round.
Yep, that's good. So first we vote on Vincent, and then we may do the MetroMost.
Okay, so we will vote for Vincent with, as usual, the spell of every parties, if we agree all here. Okay. Yes, Marco.
I just want to announce that as a representative of Pirati, from this point on, Giuseppe Calambra will take over.
Okay. Thank you, Marco. Then vote for Vincent Dourou as a member of the COCC Code of Conduct Council. It will be better than that. Check. 6 votes, yes. Estonia. We are voting for the election of Vincent Dourou in the COCC. Yes, okay. Estonia, 1 vote, yes. Finland, 1 vote, yes. France. No, you can't, Vincent. Ok, vous voulez... tu peux aller chercher Florian, s'il te plaît? Tu peux aller chercher, s'il te plaît? Maintenant, s'il te plaît? Merci. We'll take the vote of France after, if needed. German. 2 votes, yes. Pirati, 1 vote, yes. Luxembourg. 2 votes yes. Netherlands. 1 vote yes. Poland. Poland has left. Est-ce qu'on peut retirer? Merci. Sweden. 1 vote yes. Slovenian. 1 vote yes. Young Parrots. 2 votes yes. And MEPs. Thank you. 2 votes yes. So Vincent is elected at the COCC Council. COCC. And is not here. Then we are looking on the 3 other persons, and we will proceed in the mattermost way if nobody objects. It's okay for everybody. So you can send me your vote on the 3 members, please. And if you all have my name on mattermost. Florie, F-L-O-R-I-E. F-L-O-R-I-E. F-L-O-R-I-E, yes.
It's a yes for every candidate. You can say yes for any candidate you want.
You may vote for all of them.
Only yes. Only yes. Yeah. No, it's a red.
And there are 2 vacant positions and 3 people. Yes, you can vote for all 3 of them if you are completely numbered. That work. Undecided. There are 2 vacant positions. 3.
The well-elected, I can say that the well-elected people will be elected.
The number of votes actually decides. So the one those 2 having the most number of votes will be elected, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And if there is a tie, there will be second round. Yes.
Can you also give me your party origin with your vote, because I don't know for everybody. I'm sorry for that. Paul, Calm.
Florie, F-L-O-R-I-E, Florie.
I wrote it in the minute. Florie.
F-L-O-R-I-E. I will send a message in the public chat if you need. In what public chat? 7th Council Meeting.
It's not a leak.
I wrote something in the 7th Council Meeting chat. I have long hair. No. This one. Okay, so Pirativus. Okay, and then PPEU Luxembourg. Okay. Katarina. Czechia. I think you will put in the right way, maybe I think. It's okay. Marcel.
That's lovely.
And then that's yes for Vincent.
Imagine if we have a tie, you have to repeat it again.
We are voting for the COCC members, just for remaining, because I see a question.
So
I will ask you.
I have
I
Pirati.io, Luxembourg, Sweden, Czechia, Slovenia, Young Pirates, Germany, Netherlands, Slovenia once again. MEPs,
You have Sweden.
France, and Estonia.
You may
Could
have
we check?
Sweden.
Sorry, that was the no.
So we have Luxembourg. Luxembourg, it's okay. We have Slovenian. It was Peko. It was
Yes, that seems to be cast properly.
and Katarina is from Sweden.
I see that yeah, that was recorded here. So why do you have like 2 records for Slovenia?
Because it cheats.
And why they are different?
Ah.
No, they aren't actually. No, they
So
are.
it's the same?
They are different. So who was like indicating who came after the check?
After the check?
After the check.
Peko. Et si Slovenia.
The second check.
Was when?
Okay, so this record for Slovenia is invalid.
It was who? What we have Estonia?
Estonia.
Yes, okay. So we have everybody's?
So, Pirati.io, Luxembourg, Sweden, Czechia, Slovenia, Young Pirates, Germany, Netherlands, MEPs, France, Estonia.
13?
11.
These 2 votes. MEPs, you have?
MEPs. I have
Questionnaire. Okay. So
let's
check.
Czechia I have, Estonia I have,
Finland, you don't.
Okay. Okay. That was the mistaken story. That was the mistake.
So what is your pseudo? What is your Pekka? Pekka? Okay. Ah, Pekka.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, we find you. France we have. So it needs 2 votes.
So we have 12 entities.
France, Germany.
Yes.
Okay. So it's okay. We have everybody.
So we have everybody. Okay. So I'm going to copy paste it to the minutes, which you may officially declare under the vote. So it's now currently in the minutes on the line 409,
I will read it.
and we can.
So
because I had no chance to order it properly.
I will read it. So for the vote for the COCC, we have Czechian vote for Sarah and Petr, 6 votes, and 0 for Marco. Estonia votes 1 vote for everyone. That's it.
Yes.
Finland vote 1 vote for Sarah, 1 vote for Marco, and 0 for Petr. France don't remember. 1 for Petr, 1 for Sarah, and 0 for Marco. German votes 2 votes for everybody. Pirati votes 1 vote for Marco, 1 for Sarah, 0 for Petr. Luxembourg 2 votes for Marco, 2 for Sarah, and 0 for Petr. Netherlands votes 1 vote for everyone. Sweden 1 vote for everyone. Slovenian 0 for Marco, 1 for Sarah, and 1 for Petr. And Young Parrots 2 for Sarah, 2 for Petr, 0 for Marco. And MEPs 2 for Petr, 2 for Sarah, and 0 for Marco. I'm speaking Italian. Italian accent. Okay, yes. So we have all the votes. And if someone can count the votes. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. J'ai compté là. Yes, you count in Czech, you count in French, and you count in Italian, and it's okay with. Okay. So Sarah is elected with 21 votes, and then Petr is elected with 17 votes. And sorry for Marco, you are at 18. Congratulations. Then, what's next, you say?
Vote of the lay auditors.
Oh, we have the lay auditors votes, and we have 2 candidates proposed by the French Parrots, Nicolas Petit-Demange and Martin Cronel. I think Martin is in remote, he said to me. Martin, il n'est pas là, il est là. Et son micro, il est là. Cédric, tu peux aller chercher Nicolas? Vincent, il va. Cédric, Vincent, il va en fait. So, Martin, if you are here, it's the moment. It's your moment.
Well, thank you. So I'm Martin from PPFR, former member of the Council of Treasurer, and yeah, I'm willing to take the position as lay auditor to get a better hold of what is happening at PPEU and give a helping hand on overseeing the operation in there. Right, that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Martin. Someone has question. I didn't ask for question for COCC, but you seems to not have questions. Someone have question for Martin? No? Okay. Then Nicolas is not here. He's coming. Vincent est parti chercher. On the auditor, how many places have we?
It's not set, so either we may, I think we may kind of like elect whatever number we prefer.
Okay.
So there is a council shall elect one or more lay auditors.
Okay.
That's what the statute say.
And then we can open the places, or?
Well, I would proceed probably that way, that I would open the vote, and everybody who receives more than respective 50% should be elected. That's
Okay.
my idea how to do the procedure. I don't just maybe you should like ask personally whether they agree with such a procedure.
Nicolas, bonjour. Can you introduce yourself? Few words here. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nicolas Petit-Damange, aka Faro on the Discord. I'm treasurer of French Pirate Party. I'm already do the job of lay auditors for PPEU 1 year. And my work in French Pirate Party is accountability. So I think it's good to be lay auditor if you need.
Thank you, Nicolas.
Thank you, Florie.
If you have some question for Nicolas at the moment, if not, we are casting the votes. Question? No question? I don't think so, because we have some candidates for the moment. But if the candidates are not elected, maybe we can reopen the nomination. Yeah, I know. Yes. Thank you, Nicolas.
Well, my understanding is that there is no deadline for lay auditors. So basically, until the chair opens the vote, I mean,
Yes.
anybody can probably
I didn't
send a
know.
nomination. That's my understanding of the statute.
Thank you, Marcel. I didn't even knew that there is no deadline. So we can reopen the nomination. And if there is some nomination there, yes, Michel. Oh, yes, okay. Marco, do you want to say something? Again?
I thank the Czech Pirates for the nomination. I held a similar position in the Pirate Parties International many years ago, like 10 years ago. So I am a bit experienced in that, but a bit rusty. But in any case.
So you accept the nomination?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, Marco. Okay, so the Italian Pirati.io, second nomination. Okay, then we are going to elect the member of the lay auditor if there is any no question and no other proposition, nomination. No? Okay. So we will proceed with, I will ask all the movements their votes, and you will tell me, not in Mattermost this time, I think. Okay. Yeah. So let me just think. Okay, then check. 6 votes for all candidates. Estonia. Yes for all candidates. Okay, 1 vote for all candidates. Finland. Pardon. Yes, but yes, okay, I understand. Yes for all for Finland, but I heard that Mart wanted to say it. There are 3 candidates. Yes. Marco, Nicolas, and Martin. Sorry, Martin. So it's okay, Mart? Okay. Yes for every candidate. France. Okay. One vote for everyone. It can be more easier. Okay, yes for everyone. German. 2 votes for everyone. Pirati. Yes for everyone. 1 vote. Luxembourg. 2 votes for everyone. Netherlands. 1 vote for everyone. Sweden. 1 vote for everyone. Slovenian. 1 vote for everyone. Young Parrots. 2 votes for everyone. MEPs. 2 votes for everyone. So everyone is elected. Congratulations. If somebody wants to say a few words after this all elections, it's the moment. If not, we will pass to the other part of the council meeting, and I will let Nicolas take this.
I will just use this to say a few words. I was already announcing the idea to for the board to informally meet now in after this convention ends. I would like to expand the invitation also for the code of conduct members and the lay auditors to give them the opportunity to get in touch with the board and start working together.
Right, I don't know if we have to upload. You want to meet now? You want to make a little break?
After the meeting, let's go to the next point on the agenda, which is the program. And as
You
it is
want
done,
to
then
take the lead now?
I think I will probably inform on what is the status of the program.
Yeah.
So probably you should share only if you want to make transfer to Anna. If you
No, it's okay. I can
Okay.
stay here. But okay. So we will discuss about the program now, as expected. And then Nicolas wanted to say something, some few words.
Thank you very much. I will probably a bit update the people who are remotely participating on this current state of the procedure, because yesterday already a lot of us meet here in Strasbourg to actually discuss the election program. Unfortunately, we have been only offline. We worked with the base that was provided on the discourse. Still some contributions were provided on site. Technically, it worked that way that there were 5 groups of people, each of them dealing with couple chapters of the election program. Mostly, we were successful. I believe most of the chapters was already finalized, in the sense that we found some political consensus about what shall be inside, and the results shall be put on the discourse already since yesterday. I have honestly to admit I have not verified whether all the groups have provided their results. There are a couple of chapters which have not been finalized. For example, the social politics, where there are a couple of standing points to be discussed. I think transport chapter or some other were not really specifically tackled because of the lack of time. So in that sense, we certainly, if you feel that there is a contribution needed in any of them, or if any of them needs significant update because of changing of the legislative situation, please provide that via discourse as soon as possible. The discourse is available on the URL discourse@european-pirate-party.eu. I hope that everybody who was interested in the election program have already registered there and already contributed. What is supposed to happen is that the board will first of all consolidate the existing proposals that are there, and organize purification of the text, in the sense that we will need to improve it stylistically. We will also need to do the language check, and subsequently we would like to submit it to the council for online approval that shall take place in the next online assembly. For that purpose, I would probably recommend to the council to actually task us to do so, or call for the council within some, let's say, reasonable time deadline, for example, the end of June, so that we can process that and submit it to the council for final approval within the European Pirate Party. The idea of the procedure is that as soon as the Council approves the Common European Election Program, this is what is considered to be Common European Pirate Program. However, we still need to send it to each and every member party to give them opportunity to organize their own ratification process. Unfortunately, we will not be really able to take feedback from those parties when the ratification process will be ongoing, because the other parties will already work with the same text. So we need to reach the consensus on the text effectively before the next council meeting, since that it will not be possible to edit it. For that, if you feel that there could be some sticky points on the content, please provide us the feedback as soon as possible. It is important that the election program is accepted among the pirate parties, and that all the pirate parties approve it, which means ratify it, which means we should take it into account. And when you clearly see that some of the topics which are maybe close to your hearts or very important for your party, but are not yet accepted among the pirate parties in general, please keep it in mind, because this is a consensual text that has to be accepted everybody. So such topics cannot really be included. That doesn't prevent you from later on, when you will be creating your own national European national part of the European program, to include it there. You still can do so. This is just the common base for everybody, which is the baseline from where do we expand. And also keep in mind that this common base shall be possible to be read all across the Europe, which means from the Western countries like Iceland to the Eastern countries, well, who is now most in the East? Okay, maybe Romania, maybe Finland, I'm not really sure. Also applies for different, let's say, social condition, cultural context, and so on. For that purpose, it's always good to keep in mind that the exact phrasing has to be as much as possible inclusive and consensual, not to being offensive to wherever possible cultural context we are talking about. So is the status of the process. I guess that's all from me, and I can transfer the word for discussion.
Can you come here? Please, can you come here?
Okay, no, I just want to mention, because you seem to forget to mention it, there's one part of the program that isn't finished, and that is the preamble. And for you who weren't here yesterday, it was worked upon in a little different way. We didn't have any text to look at and so on. But anyway, it ended that I, as a moderator of that program, got some instructions how to change it. And I have done a little work on that even now. And I have some talk to Marcel also, who was sort of. We had a discussion that I should start from the present program more than from some invention that I have made. So I have something that can be looked upon now if someone wants to. Otherwise, it can be done online and be finished later, or we can have a little group look at it, or now if we want to use the time here. So how do we go on with this text? And I suppose many of you haven't even read my proposal. How many of you are familiar with the present preamble, for example? So it seems that there is some work needed to be done. And should we use this occasion here, or shall we do it online, sort of?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, if I may comment on that, this point on the agenda was more or less supposed to discuss the process itself, which means the timeline, the ratification process, and so on. Not exactly specifically points of the program. I guess the preamble shall be developed online. Ideally, what you can do is to call for, let's say, interested people for some like informal session after we end here in the council. But I would maybe stick to the process parts of the process here and now. And maybe if I may just like mention one more thing, currently we work that way, or that was approved by the previous board, that we first take the chapters of the election program for 2019 and we try to improve them. If we fail on delivering a consensual text that would be like ratified by the board, approved by the board and the council, then we roll back to 2019 version. So if some of the chapters will not be like accepted by the European Pirate Party, then we roll back to the previous version from 2019 with all the problematic parts, like for example, sometimes being already outdated and so on, which could happen. I don't guarantee. So generally, this is the backup plan, but we would of course like to have improved all the sections as much as possible. That's very much the idea.
So can I just say that if some of you want to have a look at some texts informally, we can do it, for example, in there afterwards.
Yes, Sarah, you want to speak? No, it's not. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Then anybody want to speak? No? No? Okay. Then we will go further. Right? So the next point is the post-election strategy, and Nicholas wanted to say something.
I would like to speak a little bit about the idea of creation something which would be called post-election strategy. To be honest, this is something which is traditionally being created in the Czech Pirate Party, and effectively is a process or methodological description how the party approaches the situation after the election. For example, defining which parties are willing we cooperate with, that we are not cooperating with the extremists, saying who are the possible coalition partner, possible conditions for entering the government, and so on. We would appreciate to have such a document also on the European level, because so far we had not really a clear template how to continue in the situation that there will be more pirate parties having their MEPs elected. So far it worked that way that there were 3 Czech pirates elected and 1 German pirate elected, and more or less without, let's say, any like base in the rules, we have solved the situation based on our individual agreement. What is probably supposed to happen is to have, let's say, a clear template explaining who is supposed to be, let's say, candidate for the pirate delegation in the European Parliament for various positions, whatever it is, whether the vice president of the Parliament, member of the Green Group Bureau, if we join the Greens or whatsoever. There should be also a clear like conditions defining whether we want to join the Green Group, or Renew Group, or any other group, or what are the conditions we want to join any group. We should probably have an agreement among ourselves as we are, because the worst thing that could happen to us would be couple of or multiple of pirates elected without having like common ground and then being split into different groups unable to cooperate. So that's why we should have such a political consensus. And for that purpose, it would be great should the board be able, before the the online council meeting that happens in June, to actually set up a proposal for such a document and give it to the council and subsequently to the member parties for ratification together with the Common European Election Program. It's not like programmatic part, but this is very much about methodological part. How do we approach the negotiations? What are our conditions for transparency of the delegations and so on? So probably this would be nice, let's say, a discussion point we would have today to actually explain each other what are our expectations and how to approach this process.
Thank you, Nicolas. Florian?
Yeah, so about the work we still have to do, I maybe have an operational proposal. The board should be empowered to oversee the ongoing work and to appoint the chapter leaders, coordinators. Yeah, that's what I was searching. To appoint the chapter coordinators, and yeah, basically in 2 months we should have something we could print, I guess. So yeah, the board should be empowered to control and appoint new thematic coordinators if needed, because maybe some chapters are a bit left out, inactive. And yeah, I don't know, maybe we should let the dedicated teams which work around these chapters to organize themselves. Like, yeah, you could convene that meeting or doing a small meetup to conclude or to sum up the ongoing work every week can be a good thing. And in the meantime, continuously working online on the proposals, on the discourse. So yeah, you are working on the discourse. Every week, the teams can maybe meet up, or maybe every 2 weeks, to do a little review of where they are keeping, adding, and stuff. And the board oversees all of this with the objective of concluding all this work in June.
Yes, Nicolas. Thank you, Florian.
Yes. So far, it technically worked that way, that the working group coordinators were effectively appointed by the board, so they have no more power than the board has. They're kind of like derive their legitimacy coming from the board. Certainly, it would be great should people actually meet on the JITSIs or wherever regularly. But this is more an appeal to everybody. Please, if we call for a JITSI, come. It's very sad if there is MAP or 2 people sitting together there alone and nobody comes. This is very bad. So please participate in the working group meetings, even if they are happening online and it seems that you have nothing much to do. What would be generally best, should we have this working group running on, let's say, more permanent base? So whenever there is, let's say, a policy decision to be taken on the European level, the working groups may be consulted. That would very much help us with like processing anything, and actually establishing of the or creating of the Common European Election Program is actually a marvelous opportunity for us to actually start like having these working groups on more like permanent base. So please do participate. The board will certainly continue in like nominating people for coordinators and trying to keep the working groups running.
Thank you, Nicolas. Is there any other observation, question, demand, remark, anything? Nobody? No? Yes, Dan, please.
Hello, my name is Dan from Czech Pirates. One remark to what Mikuláš was saying about the post-election strategy. The problem we always face when we have it is that it gets old by the time the election actually happens. So there's always discussion, and I'm not saying one is clearly better than the other, but there's always discussion whether to have it, whether to prepare it on the last moment, or have it prepared well in advance. So my question is how to approach this so that it doesn't get old when we prepare it now, and the elections will be, after some time, and whatever new parliament groupings may arise, some rumors might spread, and we will not be prepared in our post-election strategy for that. So we might be either very careful in the wording and very vague, or we can wait and have it more specific and more binding for the new MEPs, if we have any.
It's probably a question for me.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Well, the problem we will face here, and that is like more complex, and then on the national level, that we need to enforce the post-election strategy in a way which can, in context of some of the parties, actually mean that they would, for example, would like to issue some sort of like a code of conduct for the candidate, which may, besides other, ask the candidate to respect the post-election strategy. That could be one of the options that was effectively in the past used in the Czech context, but definitely we need to provide a time for the member parties to actually adapt to this thing, even during the ongoing election. When it comes to the detail, let's say granularity of that post-electoral strategy, we are probably not unable to say we join Greens, we join Renew, because we really don't know whether the Greens or Renew would exist at that point of time. Maybe there would be like more, let's say, progressive or liberal groups, however you want to call them, we would consider to be like an option. So probably we may stick to some sort of definitions, like we do prefer to join liberal political group. Sorry for my French colleagues who hate the word.
Yes. What's the requirement for being a political?
Under current circumstances, you need 25 MEPs coming from 7 different countries. That's a lot. Still, we have so-called Prague Declaration that was approved in 2012, where we claimed we want to have our own political group. And it's a nice ambition, and certainly we should fulfill it at some day. Probably not yet this time, but it's actually a great idea to try it. What is probably worth of mention, usually at the beginning of the election term, there were like debates among like different political parties whether to actually use the opportunity to set up a new political group. And you may imagine that under some conditions it happened. I would say it's pretty clear that we will never form our own political group should it include far right. That's obviously one of the preconditions we have, but we might still in the debate keep some space open for creating something new which is ours, or at least somehow shared with someone reasonable.
Thank you. Is there any other question? I don't see any reason, so we can go further, and then I will let you take back the sharing of the meeting, Nicolas. Yes. You want me to treat that also? Okay. Okay, so the next point of the meeting is the closing of the meeting. Is there any other business? Yes, Florian.
So it will be brief. Thank you all for coming to Strasbourg, I guess. It was a pleasure meeting you. I'm really looking forward to working with you. And I would like to invite you in the evening to a co-hosted event. So us, as a French European delegation, would like to convene you in sharing a drink, wherever it is, and with our co-hosts of the German Pirate Party. Just share a beer or anything, and for Aperol or spritz related stuff, see with the illustre Frau Präsidentin Anne Erpertz. And yeah, thank you all, and I hope we can discuss things further in the evening.
Thank you, Florian. Any other business? I will just few words from my part. You know, I already told that I have been elected a few months ago as the chair of the international movement, the International Pirate Party, and as the new chair of the International Pirate Party, I would like to meet every pirate in every country. So if it is possible to have some discussion with you, not today, but maybe another day, with your members, with your shares, or if you don't have any shares, as in France, with your spokespersons, it will be really appreciated to have this discussion with you to discuss about the future of the international movement. I know it's not maybe the place, but and also I wanted to say that I will assist, as I said to Nicolas, I will assist to all the next meeting of the European board, as I can do that because I have the right to do that as an observative member. So thank you all, and it is the final greetings. Oh yes, Marcel.
Okay. I wanted to thank everyone for coming and thanking everyone for yesterday's session on the Common European Election Program. I'm pretty sure that the election campaign will be fun and the whole next term will be fun for the pirates, whoever the next members of the European Parliament is going to be. And I have one observation from today, that I think that probably the European Pirate Party is the only organization where the French nominate Germans to the board. So I think the world should take us as an example how to work together.
Yes, the French nominate German and the German nominate French also, yes. We like each other, yes. Thank you, Marcel and Nicolas.
Thank you very much. I would like to thank you all for coming and for cooperating on both the council meeting and the work on the election program. I hope it moves us as the pirate movement very much forward. And I would also especially like to use the opportunity to thank French pirates for organizing this wonderful event and being so perfect hosts for all of us. And with that premise, I would like you to invite for tomorrow, there will be a visit to the European Parliament organized by the MEPs. So I hope you have registered for that and you will see the Parliament we are going to storm from inside. It will be since Monday to Thursday.
Just would like to thank also Bailey, who is here, and who is the former president of the international movement and not the treasurer of the international movement. And she will also be happy to discuss with you if you even don't discuss with her yet. Thank you, Bailey. And for the 6th year serving the movement. So, final greetings. It's okay. We have done everything. If nobody objects, I propose to close the meeting. So thank you all for participating and see you later. Okay.
I'll see